I took one picture, put the camera down, and then I like flipped out.
Yeah, we've been driving around the hills all
The
day.
NBA is back with a bang. What a night.
No, we have Stanley Johnson too.
No. Yeah. He's a stripper.
Wait, is that a defender?
From my G. You
shine on him. That's what I'm talking about.
It was half a year, and I can't remember anything from it. So
Why do you want to give him the ball? Just because man think he has drippy, he has the swag and all that stuff. I think that's why he want to give him the ball.
It looks like a squid who's been assassinated in my toilet, and I was so upset.
It's like you don't see that happening in Canada. Like you don't find your army going to conduct traffic, telling a car go left, go right. But in Nigeria, it happens.
Like, yeah, you know, I was young, but I feel like I'm ready now to take the brown. Maybe Gus one.
I actually believe.
OG with a look. Got it. OG and Adobe at the buzzer.
What the game's all about, excitement, right?
If not you, then who? If not now, then when?
Despite the overwhelming plea for change, there has been no action.
When you talk about wanting change, all of us have to ask ourselves, what are we willing to give up?
What I'm just saying is that the pool of things that are available to our communities is a much lower fraction than certain communities. Mm-hmm. So when this kid in Roseville gets to dream about being a CEO, this kid's dreaming about getting a job at Tim Hortons, that's a problem. His dream's supposed to be bigger than that.
I build a charity the same way that the charities that were in place to help me. How much change are we really going to see? You know what I mean? It's just like repeating history. Like, why am I going to subscribe to this? Like, why am I going to subscribe to this, like, you know, adventure that you just kind of like let people in on and then throw them off when they're done?
A 19-year-old U of T student is running to be the youngest city councillor in Toronto's history.
what I hope to be contributing to is that, you know, it always works when you see people like you, right? And so I hope people can be able to see, hey, like there's a 19-year-old girl and she is involved in politics. Like, I can do that too.
I've spent the last few years just auditioning, working across film, theatre, TV, and then making a lot of my own work, which has been really, really important so that I have been able to learn and define my own voice and the kind of work that is important to me.
While they were there peacefully, the armed force just began like firing on them, and they were singing like the national anthem, like just shooting people for no reason.
Probably in 2010, I started writing critiques of the right for dumbing down politics, for anti-intellectualism, for populism and nationalism. And so Trump, I was already critical of the Trump movement before Trump was actually on my radar as a potential candidate.
The alleged behavior shocks the conscience.
In their interviews, you see just the trauma behind their eyes. You know, many of them describe their lives as being divided between before Epstein and after Epstein. You know, at that time, as a 16 years old, you know, the way it could affect your life and just throw you in just a horrible trajectory.
These people that hold political office, they think all it is just rhetoric. They live such a, I'm not even going to call it a privileged life, but they live a life where they sometimes don't see the consequences of their action, and they finally saw the consequences of their action. And the people that suffer the most aren't going to be the Ted Cruz and Josh Hawley. The people that suffer the most are those guys that they believe the lie, they went to the Capitol, and now they're going to be in jail for however long it's going to be, or the people that died like Ashley Babbitt.
While democracy can be periodically delayed, it can never be permanently defeated. In this truth, in this faith we trust, for while we have our eyes on the future, history has its eyes on us.